and we are en route to Europe, baby! Let's get out there! That was a mission. I am en route down to Dover. Euro trip just about to commence. Been on the road for a good 3¼ hours so far. I've got another 45 minutes from sunny Bournemouth down to Dover on the tunnel. Got a cool little trip with the lads. So it's now Thursday. Say driving down, left at 6 o'clock this morning. I ain't got a crossing till about 1-2 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time. I've left nice and early because I'm meeting the one and only Buddy the Braddy. He is en route down from Wigan. So yeah, we'll meet down at the tunnel. He's had a few van problems. I'm in the maiden voyage of my new wagon. Unfortunately, my transit is a goner. Head gasket, kaput. Anyway, in the new Steed. Doing alright so far, just poodling down, which is fine. But yeah, I've got about 40 minutes to get to the tunnel and then chill out for a little bit. We are basically, short and simple, me and Brad going for a couple of days jumping around the publics and the canals, which I absolutely love doing. Did so many of them last year. So it's proper buzzing to get back over there doing that. Don't know if we're going to head yet. Got a few pins where likely spots and where I've been before. Oh fuck, I'm in the wrong lane here. Anyway, yeah, so really looking forward to getting to those. Say a couple of days and then meeting the lads at a lake called Chantereine, where we're going to be there for the week with all the lads from PB Products, filming loads of little bits, new products. We've got brand new Grange coming out, which they are mega. So yeah, it's going to be a fun week. Going to hopefully see plenty of fish. I've never been there. I've had a few mates that have been there before, and it seems a lovely place. Proper like public lake / pay lake, if you know what I mean. It's sort of like they class it as a drive and survive. So there are near enough no rules, which we like. So yeah, you just get on fishing. I'm a bit limited to how much I can bring on this trip. So yeah, a few little surprises which I'll show through the week. But yeah, hopefully I can capture it all on camera, full on vlog style, just how we like it. I've got a new little camera now. I used to do a little bit of handy cam over the last few years, but I've now gone over to a little action cam and it's so much easier. But yeah, that's a waffle. It's good to be back. This is a new little channel, just going to be all vloggy stuff, whether it be in Europe, in England. I'm a massive advocate of getting on the rivers over the winter, and I'm going to be taking it along on some cool little journeys of what I get up to in my angling. But yeah, like I said, I love a waffle, but we are en route, 40 minutes, and we're down at tunnel, do all the checks and all that. I won't bore you with that, you've seen it many times on videos. Can't wait for a bacon sarnie, have a coffee, because I'm running on a Red Bull at the moment. Yeah, we'll probably next catch up either probably when Buddy the Braddy turns up, which could be next week the way he's going. So yeah, we'll see you at the terminal tunnel, Euro tunnel, Dover. underway! Oh, it's the Euro buzz. Love it! Finally. My body is here. How are you, boy?
I'm recording you, recording me, boy.
Oh, you got to go with us.
Here's your intro. Are you ready for this? This is what's going to happen. Sam's going to go fishing. Sam's going to beg me to do his rigs like he always does, put his bait out, sort everything out. Then I'm going to just like chuck a 6-footer in the margin, catch a big one.
Yeah,
job
that's
done.
not happening, man. Happened in Italy.
And remember,
But not this time.
what happens in PB Products Filming Club stays in PB Products Filming Club.
Yeah, so me and Brad, we've done the crossing. I've done the crossing. He's still stuck in Dover. He's on his camper van, I'll show you in the video at some point, and he's got delayed by an hour. Mine was about 10 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. But it's now, 5 o'clock French time, obviously lost the hour. Got about 2-hour drive, going to a lake that I fished with my mate Oz last year. Just somewhere we can basically just chill out for the night, park behind the swims, you know, messing around. Yeah, about 2 hours from the tunnel, which is pretty chill for over here. Do pass a couple of little canals on the way up, so I might have a quick stop off, I don't know. It is so hot. Little hack on the old tunnel. If you get out your motor and stand up against the railings, there's AC, and it sorted me right out. But yeah, now I've got a drive. What's going on there? Yeah, now I've got a drive, and yeah, what we at 30 degrees at 5 o'clock. So that is going to be the story of this week. It's going to be so hot. So I apologise if I'm known. I don't mind the heat. I can deal with it, but when you can't escape it, it's a Louis Vuitton. Anyway, we're finally at the lake. It's been a long day. Brad's just done some absolute legendary status cold bevies. 3 rods out. How are you, mate? Tired?
I was tired before and then I've had a beer, so I'm alright. Predictions for this week. Sam's going to catch using my rig.
So,
Sam's going to blank using his rigs. As always.
probably the latter, yeah. We'll see. It's a little stopping gap. Hopefully Nick won, so lost one at this lake last time. Yeah, rigs went out good. Pop up, bottom bait, 2 tigers. Nice and simple. Now, get base up.
I'm showing him the fanny mobile.
Now, see what scran Brad has got from the local.
Nothing.
And then
But at least that's about it.
see what happens tomorrow.
Show him the fanny mobile. Quick.
Good morning. Probably see from my eyes, I am shattered. 4 tench last night, so yeah, not ideal. Didn't get sleep till well past midnight. France playing against Morocco last night in the World Cup, and yeah, every time France scored, the locals around here were going mental. Fireworks, hooters, car horns, cheering. I think I tried to get a little bit on video, but it was hard to hear, but yeah, you could hear a little bit. So yeah, that to deal with, and then yeah, I reckon I caught a tench every other hour. So I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, rechucked the 2 rods out in the middle. I did actually see a carp show behind the sort of like the drop off yesterday evening while I was setting up, but yeah, nothing's happened. Might whack the drone up quickly just to have a look, see what's happening, but I'm more than happy just to move on to another spot, whether it's for one of the canals locally. I would say we're about 1 hour 20 from Chantereine, so we're not too far, but we can just nip over there and get ready to start fishing. Trying to make a coffee, so that ain't working. Yeah, it's all happening. So yeah, have a coffee. Haven't really got much food. Haven't got any food in actual fact. All we've got is a flipping granola bar. Yeah, I need to sort myself out a little bit. Hopefully this coffee will lighten the mood a little bit. Just seen Brad. He had a night in the van. Oh. Day of travel yesterday's killed us. Something's fizzing up in the margin there. There's a lot of tension there. I knew there was last time, but I didn't catch them last time. Just lost the carps. It's cut me off. Anyway, we'll see where I end up next. Boo! 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 Good morning. Not much update apart from this is last night's spot. Couple of rods out on a big river. Amazing settings. Oh, absolutely shattered though. Stayed in this sort of car park. Brad was there in his camper, he's gone on. And yeah, loads of cars turn up at dodgy hours of the morning, so you're a little bit on edge. I think Brad was sleeping with a baseball bat. I had a little hammer near side. But yeah, this was camp. There's the wagon, gets up. But yeah, I'm struggling this morning. Get a coffee on, it's about 8 o'clock. All the lads have made it, which is good. Vans and their troubles, and there was 5-hour delays at the tunnel, sign capping some oil. I don't know, one of the trains. Yeah, not good. John's at hotel. The boys arrived at the lake at 4 o'clock this morning. So they're probably absolutely hanging out their asses as well. But yeah, plan is probably chill here for a little bit, have a coffee, get my eyes, and then go to the lake, get rid of all my gear, then go and find somewhere to have a nice shower, and supermarket, stock up a little bit, not too much. Yeah, that'd be it really. Not too sure on fishing tonight because England are playing, and that's more important because it's coming home. So yeah, it might be just a chill one tonight, a few beers, barbecue, watch the football, and then get the rods out tomorrow. Might find some spots this afternoon if I've got a bit of time, but I'm not too fussed. Yeah, so far it's been tense, as I've said. Yeah, I don't know how much I said about yesterday. Proper stressful, driving around loads of spots, 38 degrees heat. It wasn't fun. Found pockets of carp, but nothing to go right. I'm going to fish for these and feel like I have a good chance. That's how it goes sometimes in these little roaming trips, because you can do, I went to, I think, 5 spots yesterday, which I know of. Normally fairly visible to see them. Did have to drone 2 of them because I just couldn't see any signs of nothing. And then wasn't until I sort of went really slow over these weed we could actually see him hiding. Got a little bit of footage on one of them, but yeah. Oh, I'll wait for a shower. So hot at night. Yeah, waffle. Next time you see me, I'll be down at the lake with the boys. But now, get coffee on. Well, hello. We're at Lake Chantereine. It's actually the Sunday. Arrived here yesterday afternoon, midday-ish. Quite hard to find here, so I had to phone the boys, get some pins, but yeah, eventually here. Nothing happened on the river last night. Can't remember if I've updated you with that. But yeah, I just had a lazy morning, really nice. Just watching the boats go past. But yeah, nothing to show unfortunately. So yeah, now Lake Chantereine. Turned up a little bit late, missed a draw, and I was in peg number 9. Quite a nice little bay down to the right, margin and whatnot, and then you've got open water in the middle. So yeah, got the house up. So England played that night, so yesterday night, last night. So I wasn't going to get the rods out. However, I did get one out quickly down the right hand side and pop the PV bag, but nothing happened. There were fish down here because I did put the drone up, and probably seen 20-30 fish. Yeah, they just look chilling really. I mean, everyone's turned up on Saturday, they know the gig. There's leads getting around. The boys were fairly chill, lead working, most of them using boats, prodding sticks and whatnot. But yeah, they just go to the corners, and yeah, I thought that would be a chance. But not to be. Then reeled in, went and watched the football with the lads, just chilled out, obviously went extra time. So the time we got back was gone 2 o'clock French time. And obviously I had nothing ready, spots or anything, so I just had a really nice sleep. Apart from the frogs, who were a pain in the arse. But now, I am on Sunday morning. Well, it's now actually Sunday afternoon. It's probably, yeah, it's 3:30, so well into afternoon. Yeah, those carp got in this corner, and I thought I need to have a look, see what's down there. So got up early, just after 8. Again, whacked the drone up just to see if there's any fish in there, and there wasn't. So I was like, right, I can get down, have a little look around, got a couple of X blocks, and get them on a couple of spots, and then move around it. And that is where I am now. Yeah, so left-hander, I'll show you the little spot from the drone. That is what I'm fishing on down there. Basically, it's quite a small spot, and there's bigger spots around it. But what I've gone is went out there, dropped a bit of bait on the X box, and then got a little bait boat at me, dropped a PVA bag just on the edge of the spot. It might even be in the weed, which is fine because it's low-lying little silk weed. But PVA bag is going to sit on top, flatten it, and then hopefully they'll see the bait on the spot and they'll be like, oh, okay, eat on the edge. And obviously that's how spots get bigger, is because they eat on the edge, where they feel more comfortable, they're more safe, and hopefully they'll see mine, little PVA bag, and have a go on that. And then down to my right, there's my little dinghy, little poaching boat. Down to my right down here, that was where the fish were yesterday. I should have taken this out and showed you the footage because I didn't, but I come down yesterday afternoon on the boat, and there were probably, say on the drones, probably 30 fish down here, and they were coming right up to the boat and just like looking at me, and I saw this kipper of a mirror. Don't know if it's a big one, can't work out, or couldn't see. I don't know even what the big one looks like, but big mirror. Yeah, again, just come up to the boat and just went, and yeah, it's probably like loads, 30-40 pound commons, which are pretty cool. Anyway, so I've got a little spot down there. There's 2 massive clear spots, and then the second spot, it sort of breaks and then goes into another little spot, and I've gone in between the 2, sort of the back edge. If I get out on the boat again, I'll take this out because it's underwater and I can show you. But yeah, that's where the fish yesterday was sat over there, because there's a little snag behind it, which I didn't want to get too close to because it's like a foot. Anyway, subsequently today, the fish are further down the bank towards Holmesy's next door, and they're just chilling in the upper layers, warm. I mean, it was probably 38 again today, 36, and that's what it's going to be like the whole week. Get out of there, coot. So yeah, it's pretty special. This is peg, so I've moved into peg 8. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely lake. It really is pretty special. Yeah, I've got some nice drone footage, so I can show you the whole lake. So we'll see what happens. I'll leave the rods out. So, sorry, on that right hand rod, 2 little tigers and some tigers from Carp particles, mixed with a little bit of hemp. Not too much because there's a lot of there's £4 rud in here, so I don't want to attract too many of those. Not that I'll turn down a £4 rud because that is a joke. There's loads of little sunfish, perch, roach, rudd. So I don't want to put too many hemp particles down there, but a few just kicking up a bit of smell, a bit of oil. Yeah, really lighten the bait. Oi, these trees are creaking. But yeah, this is camp for, see how it goes really. Not expecting an awful lot. I think this week on a whole it's probably going to be a challenge because how hot it is, and I think the feeding spells are going to be so small. You've just got to be right place, right time, and they got to come over you. Just classic fishing. Sean and Liam are in doubled up in peg 2. Sean found a few fish down his edge margin, tails up this morning, so that's good news. And Liam is actually up with the boat and flew over him, and there's fish behind him in the boat. So yeah, that is an update of where I am. Done some serious mileage already this trip, but it's been good. Not many carp so far, but it's been good fun. I'll update you this evening or when I get a carp, hopefully. Well, good evening. It is Monday now. I haven't really done anything on this camera because nothing's happened. It's a lovely evening. I'm here, t-shirt off because it is still baking up. It's been quite moody today, stormy sort of type. We even had a little bit of rain, which was welcome. I just sat out there and embraced it. But yeah, it's been a bit of a grueler, which with the forecast we looked in advance, and I'm not a massive fan of fishing in the summer as it is, so this is, like I said, a bit of a filming trip. So the purpose is to get all the filming done for PB. I don't know what one that was. Little bleep, left-hander. However, rod stayed in all last night, nothing. A couple of twitched on the right this morning, and reeled in about midday-ish. Basically, just get rid of that. Wanted to go and have a shower and freshen up. Not had a shower since being here, and yeah, hanging, hot, sweaty, getting in the edge, so it's like silty in the edge and whatnot. Went and found a shower, which was nice, freshened up, a little bit of restock on some food, and then before I got the rods back out once I returned, I quickly whacked the drone up, and I think I got a bit on film, but the fish again, so previous to this, go back, they were showing all morning down to my right, but past me, literally just off a mark, and he reckons he got done last night. So that in mind, wanted to leave it as long as I could, so then wait till about midday, shot, shower, come back, and then as I got back, put the drone up just to see if there's any fish down there. And as the drone went up, I didn't have to get far because I'm literally fishing, I think it's 4 wraps, so just round the corner. As it went up, fish ghosting through the spot and off the spot. So obviously don't know if it had been feeding. However, no lines in the water. They normally just sense it. I mean, I'm fishing fluoro down to the deck, big fluoro leader, all puttied up the line, so it's on the deck. I know it's fishing fine, they won't be able to see it, but I think they just sense it. They're so clever in their own environment, they know. So that was really encouraging signs. So waited for that fish to go out, brought the drone back, put the rod back out, went perfect. Just a few little tigers, a few little chops of crab, a little bit pellet, just to make it hopefully sit on the deck. I've had fun and games. This bloody coot, there seems to be no bird life on the whole lake, but I've got this pesking flipping coot diving on the left rod, and then it was from over here, dive on the right rod. Luckily I brought my tufty torch and he ate it, so I have been able to keep him off. However, I've sort of lacked a couple of times and I've seen him pop his head back up. Little monkey. He hasn't picked the rod up or anything yet, which is nice, so that's fine. But rod's coming clean as a whistle this afternoon when I reeled in. So yeah, they're back out there. Changed the right-hander slightly just to a single black tiger now. Previously had 2 of your normal coloured brown tigers. We've just gone to a single tiger now. Tiny little black foam in the top just to give it a tiny bit of buoyancy. It's not really going to do all much, but suck it up. It will just go up a little bit quicker than the usual one. And then left-hander, I put a little pink dumbbell now as a little in the solid bag. Still kept a solid bag. And that is about it, really. I don't know if I said, but yeah, no one's caught yet. There's been 1 tench out. Yeah, Mark reckons he did drop one or lose it or got done, whatever, this morning, which I'm not surprised that he had a bite, because they were showing last night, showing this morning. They've had a couple of shows this afternoon, and I've seen him on the drone down that right hand side. So I think he's fishing now even shorter, which should be a good, because we can sort of, if we can hold him in between us, and I've seen him obviously come down here, have a look at my zone, I'd imagine, and he's put quite a bit of bait out with a throwing stick, so that will keep him busy, sort of, if they are feeding, bouncing between bait. Whereas I've just got a tiny little trap, tigers, like I said, are really small, just enough for a bite. There is little fish in there, but they ain't going to be able to eat the tigers, and they won't be able to get the single jumbo tiger down there either. So yeah, that is a proper recap. I know tomorrow, so we're now Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, will be pretty intense getting filming bits done. We've then got the next round, the semi-final, on Wednesday evening, so I think we're all going to reel in, have a big barbie, probably get the beers out, and then hopefully all the filming's done for me. Thursday we'll pack up, and then I'm going to go shower, freshen up, and then go meet my mate Florin, call him Flo, but Florin, lad I met over in Belgium last year. Sick angler, really, really good angler, and just a nice guy, really, really nice guy. So yeah, hopefully we can to a lake over sort of, there's a lake in Dunkirk which is really nice, went there last year with Oz, or a couple of lakes in Calais, getting the Eurotunnel, so that's fine. I mean, I'm over there. I think the crossing's about 1:30, so I can pack up that morning fairly early. Hopefully there's no delays. Some of the lads on the way over had a 7-hour delay, which they've been bad, but not that bad. I think they said an oil tanker had crashed on the exit of the tunnel and melted all the road. Yeah, mad. Anyway, that is a waffle for whatever day it is, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, I can't even know what the day is, Monday I think. Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've seen a fish over the spot. That's all I just want to do. I'm moving down there and I've seen a fish, and they are literally 30 yards past me, so hopefully I get a chance, whether it be tonight or tomorrow morning. I can leave the rods in all day tomorrow. I've got no reason to bring them in, unless I've got to film somewhere else, but hopefully Brad will come over here and do the filming. Yeah, Chantereine, Sagarula. I don't think there's many carp in there. Big pond, and they know their environment, they know when they're being fished for. So if all the boys had caught and I was only one blanking, I'd be pretty peed, but no one's caught, so haven't really got anything to go off as of yet. But hopefully I can nick one, and yeah, that would be a good little successful trip. See where we go from there. I've now got a bottle of Sidra from the shop in fact, and probably the second half of the custard flan Geetap. Hopefully we can catch just one. I'm happy with one. Or the final night, I might just jump onto the other pond behind. It's a bit of a newer stock of fish. Big pit. I'll try and get some drone footage. I can put it over now. The bailiff, he's been fishing it the last couple of days. He's had a 44 and 2 high 20s, I think. But yeah, if we're really scratching heads, then maybe the last night, fish out the motor, just, I don't know, spread a big old bed of bait, fresh fish, 3 hinges over top. See if we can jam on. Yeah, just gonna chill out. Lovely evening again. Bit cooler, wind's popping in the corner now. Oh, apologies. Ramble. Adios. Yes. That means I've flipping got one. Oh, as you see, I've just woken up, so I was dozing, snoozing, and yeah, right-hander. It didn't really update you, but this morning, late last night, they were just right behind me, showing. And yeah, this morning had a really weird little tap. Don't know what it was, to be fair, but just left it. I was confident nothing happened to the hook or the rig or anything, and I literally just fell back asleep, just dozing, just chilling. And yeah, right-hander. Like proper churner. And yeah, it's in the net. It's a lush common. Not sure on weight, it's a good 30 pounder at least. Yeah, she black. That is first of the trip. I'm absolutely buzzing. You can probably see there's an extra rod there, because about out here, quite a bit of fizzing. So just whacked a chod out there and a spread of crab. But yeah, this was my banker spot down the right hand margin. That is the one that I thought, if I'm gonna get a bite, I'll see him in here. That's why I've moved in here, because they were in that tight corner bit. And I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm so happy. Right, do a little ring round, see who's awake. I think most people are awake, but yes, it's in. Right then, before I get this rod back out, I told you I switched over to a single tiger nut, and this has just done the bite. It's still down there. Good little battle, so letting it rest up. New rig is tied up, but before that is the tiger nut that's going on from the best XL tiger nuts, and it's not very good at focus, but strawberry burst. That is what I pick always, and it does me so many but good bites. Right, so big shield leader. Got some snags down the right hand. Obviously that's fluoro, so that's going to sink. Bits of putty down. Big old 5 ouncer lead clip, obviously 5 ounce lead. That ain't going nowhere. And then got about 5-6 inches of, I think this is a gravel jelly wire. Yeah, little dropper, a little bit of putty, a little bit of break in the jelly wire, and then big bit of tubing and a size 4 wide circle. Tiny bit of putty on the hook, just so it turns over and pulls down the hook point every time, and then down to a big old black tiger nut. And in there it's got a tiny bit of black foam, just to give a touch of buoyancy. I don't want it popped up like this, I want it on the deck like so, with that sitting just over the hook, and then when they come, hopefully it bang, and the hook is always pulling down into that bottom lip. I just tried to unhook that on the edge and I couldn't get the hook out, so I will show the hook hold once I get it on the mat. But yeah, that is buzzing. I'm so happy to get off the mark. Knew this week's going to be a crawler, and to make a move and to nab one, yeah, that's all the hard work. Wee, little there's a little rud, I think. Big rud in here, 4 pound rud. I'll have to go for one of those. So yeah, get the fish out in a bit. Just got a coffee on. Like I say, that was a proper ruck with it, so let have a little bit of time to recoup some energy back for it. And yeah, let's get the rod back out there.
No effing and Jeffrey and Bradley.
Oh, you can on this?
Oh, can you? Yeah, that looks a nice fish, mate. I didn't know it were a common.
Black. Yeah, there was loads of commons on
Oh, brilliant.
there. 31.
Oh, you were close, mate, weren't you?
Take that.
31. Well done, Sam, lad.
Just on the limit.
Yeah.
Here we go then. Just over £31. Lovely. Black as they come. Little tiger down the edge, just how we like it. Get a few little snaps, and then yeah, we'll get them back, and hopefully I need to get that rod back out there. Should be in for another chance, I reckon.
Head at the tail. Head at the tail. That's it.
Lovely, mate.
One sec. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're still doing it, but you can.
Don't have any arm at all.
Lovely, lovely. Look at that. Perfect.
That's something very nice.
Head
Big
down
frame
a bit.
fish for 31,
Isn't
Sam.
it? Head down a bit. There you go.
That's the other side. There we go. Looks a chunk, doesn't it?
Look at chunk, it looks bigger than 31. It'll be about, you'll give it 2 months, that'll be 35 all day long. Well done, Sam, lad.
Go on, mate.
What a lovely fish.
Yum.
Nice daytime capture as well.
Fun.
No sacking overnight shite.
Off she goes.
Smile
Cheers,
for
boys.
the camera.
Rod's back out there. £31 if I didn't say it in the video. I think I did. Yeah, £31. Black common. Really, really good condition. And yeah, black. So yeah, buzzing to get off the mark. Hopefully, I'm going to pop the drone up again in a minute. Hopefully the fish, the main pack, are still in between me and Holmesy. And that was just a loner. Yeah, out on a little morning stroll, and I've given him a little sore lip. So yeah, really, really happy to get off the mark. I knew this week was going to be a gruel. I've probably already said it, but yeah, I knew it was going to be hard work. So to move swims, obviously after seeing the fish in there, and the little plan to pay off. Coffee on the go. It's probably coming up to midday, but probably had the bite just after 10, I reckon. I don't know what time that is actually. Oh, it was only half 11. Yeah, just after 10 I reckon I had the bite. So yeah, which is good. It's not early. I mean, I was so confident about bite last night, seeing all those shows. I've got a couple of pictures where I'll put them in, but pictures showing where they were showing comparison to my rod. I was like 20 foot there, texting the boys at home. 1 rod length there. My mate Kev just saying, yeah, they're just tench, mate, sheeting up. So yeah, cheers for that, Kevlar. 31 common. Bash. Yeah. For it not to go, I had a couple of little tweaks this morning. I can only think it's small fish just smashing into the line. And yeah, that was a ripper. Proper churner. And to think they go double the size of that in here. Yeah, crikey. That clutch will be burning. So yep, say come up to midday, have some lunch in a minute, and then full tail filming mode, I'd imagine, for the next couple of days. And then we've got football tomorrow night. Got to try and find a spot where we can get some decent connection. It's been fun and games out here. I've had fun and games on my phone. Tried to get an eSIM, worked for a day, then stopped working, so I just sacked it off. So yeah, we're off the mark. That's the main thing. We got one in the bank. Hopefully the other lads can all nick one. Like I said at the start of the week, if we can all have one, I think we've done well. So yeah, that's given the lads if they've got to make changes, or sounds like done a few bites on tiger nuts recently. So yeah, we can all just go off that. maybe have another chance. I'd like to think so. If they stay down and the wind is nicely trickling down into this bay now. So yeah, fingers crossed. Enjoy this coffee and just keep watching. Well, we are in the afternoon after the fish capture, and yeah, after that I've got the rod back out there, but I wanted to do a little bit of trial and testing. So I jumped out in the boat just to see if the rig down went down as I wanted it to. Anyway, I've got out there and I took a little bit of GoPro. Behind the spot for a start, there is a big rubbing spot. It's a log and it's just a massive crater around it. I tried to film on underwater camera, but I don't know how well that's come out. Alright, I don't know how well you can see that. That is a rubbing spot. And I don't know how I missed that yesterday, but that is just behind where I've had the bite. So, yeah, I need to position one slightly closer to that because I have a feeling that is why they're coming down this corner. That is amazing. So I can position one just on the edge of that. We are in the money. Right, let's get some rigs. I did also put this camera under there, underwater, to see. But I've since been out, prodded around it, but I just can't. There's a couple of flat spots on top, but I can't risk the bait or the rig to sort of fall into the hole. So it's quite a deep hole. It's got to be at least 1 foot, 2 foot, especially where the branch is. You can actually see it's really undercut, so that's a perfect little flanking spot for them. Hence the fish are coming down into this corner. So that's been found. I was going to drop one, just wasn't happy with it, so I've gone back to the original spot. But I'll go back to the original reason I went out there, is to check how the bait and the rod and the rig set. And I must have followed the rig down too much with dropping with the bait boat, and what it done is actually sent the bait further, and it landed in this perfect little clump of weed. In that weed was a little branch. So not ideal, so I'm so glad I went out in the boat just to check it, because that wouldn't have been fishing. I mean, I'd reeled it in full of weed and whatnot. Might have been sat on top, but it's not worth the risk. So I've now readjusted myself, dropping from the boat, stop, and then just feel it down, not following the rod down, like sort of going long outwards, which I'm sure is taking out the arc and pushing the rig further away, meaning I'd been in the rubbish. So yeah, all the rods set, haven't touched these two. I went over that spot on the left. I actually got some drone footage. It's doubled in size. So there was a massive tench swimming off down here. Like, again, on the drone, it was flipping huge. I mean, that's got to be a double figure tench. But yeah, that spot's doubled, so that's got to be just small fish just battering it. But I've not put an awful lot of bait on it. I'm just going to leave that one. And the middle rod is on the chod. I'm just going to leave that. No need to move that or whatnot. So yeah, as you can see, it's hot again. Yeah, I'm tucked away in this nice little shaded spot, but it's still bloody hot. So yeah, get a bit of food on in a minute, watch the water, see what happens for the evening. So then, Tuesday evening, little roundup, a few little changes tonight. There's been a couple shown down to the right again, and I've just put the drone up and the fish are back down the right hand side, not close to me. They're a good 40-50 where they've been holding out most of the week so far. Again, you'll see it in the drone, there's a nice fish bigger than all of them, and they're just swimming around in circles, just chilling. So yeah, that's good to see they're back there. So hopefully they come back up here. Obviously got the rubbing spot that we now know of, so that's a good feature. Which, yeah, if they're going to come back, there is probably 3 little parcels of bait down there. Because obviously the one first drop, then went out, redid it, second drop, and then dropped it again. Freshen up just on dark. Not dark, but later in the evening. It's about 9 o'clock now. And then I've changed up the left hand rod. I've now got still inline lead, but I've now got the little noodle with a little normal brown tiger topped with a little bit of corn. So yeah, slight little change up. Obviously I've seen on the drone that spot's doubled in size, so I feel like dropping with the boat now, I'm probably or near enough going to be on nice clean sort of sandy gravel, whereas before, because it was a small spot, solid bag, I could just miss it either way. So yeah, and I've taken the middle rod out. I'm not going to fish with it tonight. Don't feel like there's a need to. The 2 rods are fine. Bosh, and yeah. However, if they start showing again, I'll quickly tie up a chod and maybe just underarm it, flick it down here somewhere. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it. I'm happy with either or. And yeah. Wait. A little bit of dinner tonight, nothing crazy, just a little toasty. Really not eating well on this trip so far. Just because of how hot it's been. Don't like eating really much when it's hot. Just been smashing the fluids. But that is about it really. Nothing's been caught yet, apart from my one. Hopefully some of the boys get in amongst them. Everyone's sort of fishing very different tactics, depths. Liam's got a washing line out. Yeah, it's said it a few times. It's going to be a hard week. Just found out Simon Crowe was on here last week with a group of lads. I think they've done fairly well. I think he had 9 or 10 fish. Up to 61, and he said he actually did a bit of stalking down this corner. Didn't have anything from what I've been told, but he just reckoned the carp were just chilling, just doing nothing, which I've seen as well. So to nick one, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think they've done fairly well. I think maybe around the lake as well, whereas they seem to be pretty centralised to 2 spots down here and up just left of Liam. But they haven't been up there today. I put the drone up there this afternoon, didn't see a single fish. So it must be tucked up somewhere. That's it really. Just going to sit back. It's a lovely evening again. Really nice spot, Lake Chantereine. Nice spot to chill. Little poach boat, done well that. Amazon, 16 quid. If you're a big lad, probably not the best boat, but if you're a smaller lad, does the job sort of. Nearly sunk it first outing, but got used to it now. Anyway, see if we can nab a one in the night or tomorrow morning like yesterday, like today in fact. Well, we've got another fish. That was a mission. Left-hander, even had to get a little poach boat out. But after some fun and games, in the net, mirror. Good morning! And got a big smile on my face because I got another carps. Done a little bit last night, but I rewatched it and you can't hear anything that I'm saying, and it's just got a light shining. Anyway, this one, which was out to that tree, finally done a bite, and it wasn't going to be a tench. It's really weird. Had a couple of like lifts on the bobbin. What time is this? About four-ish, just before 4. Yeah, a couple of lifts on the bobbin, and I thought, oh flipping out, I got a tench. Anyway, so I was there waiting, didn't do anything, and I reckon, because I'm fishing fairly slack, I reckon a couple lifts, that was the bite, because I then led back down and then it went up and stayed tight. So I think those original two little beep beep, that was the original bite, and then it went into snags. So I had an absolute mare of what to do. I was pulling nothing, it was solid. So I had to get in the old poach boat. It saved my beans, and basically, yeah, pulled myself out to it, chopped my net in half, got out there, and the fish was sort of pointing the snags, but out of the snags, that makes sense. But the line had gone under and through, got into a right tangle. If I didn't have a boat, I definitely wouldn't have got it out. 100% would have got it out. Anyway, managed to get under it. I'm spinning around in the boat as you do, and managed to get hold of the line. And then because this boat's so flipping small, I didn't know where to put the rod, so I've collapsed it. Luckily, these are 10-foot collapsibles, which we always use, and would definitely urge everyone to use if you're boat fishing, but I use them in all my fishing anyway. So I managed to get the line in my hand. I've then managed to hand line myself back towards the fish. Whilst that's happened, a little bit of slack line, and the fish has come out the snags just ever so slightly. So I just quickly grabbed the net, chucked the rod, and just scooped, and it got under it, and then it kicked, and it just kicked into the bottom of the net. I was so lucky, so lucky, because it had hardly any fight in it. Meaning I haven't had a fight with it, so it's got all its energy. Got in the net, and then it was like smashing around, going mental, because there wasn't much slack line, because it was really tight into the snag. So I've somehow got over and bit the line, and then bundled it into the net. And then, yeah, I was just buzzing, because I could see it was a fairly nice fish. And it was a mirror, which is really nice. It's black. So yeah, obviously got in the net, and then managed to free my line, which was stuck. So I was, like I said, definitely not getting it out by rod and line, pulling it. And then I thought, how the hell am I going to get back? Because obviously I pulled myself out with a fish on the line. I didn't have a paddle on me, so I've had to lay like a flipping lilo on the boat. It's actually quite scratched up. You can see it from all the bloody snags. So that's a big old. I was in the snags at one point. Yeah, it's fairly. I mean, it's just a cheap one off Amazon, so it's done well not to pop. With a little bit of water in there, but. So yeah, I'm then hand paddling front crawl either side and getting back, and yeah, got it back. Quickly weighed it, 29 ounces mirror, lovely fish, and then just put it in a quick little sack because Brad wants to do a bit of filming with it, and I want to see it down there. So, fish number 2. Really happy that's gone. So that's both the spots which I found with the boat, and yeah, they've both gone. So that's amazing. And that was on the change of the little tiger nut off the solid bag. That was on the little change of the tiger nut tipped with a bit of corn. Anyway, so I put that back out there. I have changed it to a lead clip now, just because my inline lead tail rubbers at the top, don't know where they've gone, and I lost that in the fight with that one, plus snapping the line and all that. So yeah, I just gone to a lead clip. That'll be fine. There's still 5 ounce leads, so it's going to prick them if it goes in the old gob. But they've been fairly active again this morning. More so sort of out here. Obviously I've got this one down here, which, yeah, did a bite yesterday morning, say about 9-10 o'clock. There's every chance that one can go this morning. But yeah, next Brad, I think we've just seen him coming around, so we'll get the fish out and have a look-see. Chew on tigers. Well, here's this morning's prize. It's probably going to beat me up because it's been in the sack for a little minute. But look at the colours on that. Wait, go on. That is lovely. Lake Chantereine, one of its pearls. Just shy of £30, but that doesn't matter when they look like that. A few snaps, a little bit of filming, and then get it back. And it's still early, so there's ever chance of one on that right hander to go again, which would be nice. One quick last look. Gorgeous fish. Little scales down here. Little white tips. Lovely. Cheers, mate. Go on, boy. Go on, boy. Pretty hard to one hand. Go on, bud. Right then, as you can see, the size of that rudd. That is well over £2. Another great fish here at Lake Chantereine. Bring your float rods. Buzzing. That rudd went £2. That is a nice fish. I was watching the rods for Mark actually. The boys have gone to the shop, get some food and bits and pieces. Hence now I'm walking around, but yeah. £2 rudd, bit of corn down the edge. So yeah, now barbecue, a few beers. Hopefully the boys win the football. It's coming home. Probably catch up in the morning. Hopefully I don't plan on drinking too much, but yeah, get the rods out before bed later on tonight and go from there. Speak to you in a bit. Hi Liam.
Hi mate, you alright?
This is Liam, fellow member of PB Products, also Welsh International, also a massive crayon eater.
Cheers mate, really appreciate that.
Talk to me about your experience so far in France.
It's hot, it's sweaty, and I'm blanking. So get that camera out of my fucking face!
To be fair, the guy's come very prepared. Look, little personal fan, his only fan. Little cooler. You enjoy it or not?
I'm not built for this mate.
Too hot,
Not
innit?
built for it.
You don't really get this weather in Wales, do you?
I'll be built for it if I catch a fish tonight.
That'd make it all worthwhile.
Other than that, get me back to the valleys.
That has been a grueler. The boys in it, Sean lost 2, I didn't know that, did he?
Yeah, he lost 2.
So 2, lost 1 late, what was it, about 11, 12ish?
Yeah, something
Just
like
on
that.
dart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Down to the right, it's a mega, I don't know if I've got drone footage, round the corner. What peg's this, mate?
This is
2?
big 2.
2? So it's quite a big swim, a lot of water. That back margin is where I've seen the fish over there. Pretty soon. I've got some drone footage, so I'll put that up now. Liam's got 2 now, washing line, just to keep the line out of the water, meaning he won't cut off the bait for Sean. So Sean's got one over there, and then he hasn't at the moment, but you have 2 right around the corner. There's a broken bridge down there, which is a bit hairy, but the fish have been getting in around the corner. There's a hook pull, 2 hook pulls, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Savage. So yeah, bless him, his first trip to France. Just clean this lens. First trip to France and dropped a couple back to back that we shouldn't what we.
It's been happening the whole trip, mate.
That rod just bounced mad. That's on the washing line. So those of you who don't know washing line, you'll get a big old sort of like, and then the line will come out the clip, and it's called a drop back. And you normally reel, and then bang, straight into sight. But that was a hell of a little knock. But you had something in occurrence this morning, didn't you? Or last night?
Yeah. I thought I had a take, but I don't think I did. I think it was just either birds or bugs hitting the line. But 2 days ago, I think about 1:30 in the morning, the line pulled out of the washing line, and I obviously had a massive drop back, but lifted into it and there was nothing there. Other than that, it has been pretty dead.
Yeah, it's been a grueler. The boys have tried everything. There's lads chucking chods out tonight. And you see in my right shoulder, Shawnee boy, talk to me about your first French experience. You're live on camera, please do not swear.
Well, it's been very interesting coming down to a first time in France on the lake. Found some lovely spots. Yeah, just waiting for the fish.
A bit unfortunate last night, weren't you, mate?
Yeah, I lost 2 down the snags on the right. You know, tonight's going to be the night, I reckon.
Yeah, put the graft, and the bait's been going every time you're going out, then you
Yes,
visit the spots.
definitely.
So, yeah, these fish, they know the game. They've seen bloody everything, so it's fingers crossed for everyone. This is the plan. Got Barbie on the minute, boys.
Yep, it's going now.
Wee. That's a familiar sight I've had this week, to be fair, on the old Portaloos. The old friend. I haven't seen any of that though. Liam might have on his own, he might have. Jesus Christ, what are you cooking up here? Potion.
Garlic magic.
Absolutely stinks. Well, that's called fun in a bottle, I think. Right, Barbie's about to go on, get some beers on us. And is it coming home?
It's coming home.
It's coming home.
Is it fucked?
Is the Welsh guy going to say it's coming home?
It ain't coming home. It is not coming home.
Right, I'll update you. Hopefully with a carp from someone. It'll be pretty fun tonight because a few lads have got rods out, so we can yeah, mad dash it and get it all on video if one goes. So yeah, let's watch the football. Come on, the boys. Morning. It's the last morning for me. Nothing to report. Pretty quiet. I've had a good night's sleep, apart from the bloody frogs. But Holmesy has just had a trip maker, £53 mirror. Just they got a bit of filming to do, but I'm gonna go down. We've got a big group photo and all that. But yeah, fair play. I mean, the fish have been down here, but as we know, it's just been a gruel of a week. And yeah, me and Mark had a quick chat yesterday, and yeah, he's gone on and bagged a big one. So yeah, we'll have a look in a minute. Maybe I can nick one more before I leave. But yeah, congratulations, Mark. Let's have a quick look.
That's a mint picture, this is.
Screamer.
That's what they were, weren't they?
Hello, Samuel.
How are you? Boys, Chase, Robbo lad.
You doing, man?
Johnny G, what'd you have this morning, mate?
Oh
Shit!
I don't even know what I was. I reckon about mid 20, 30 common.
Lovely.
Nice, beautiful fish
Chods for nods.
on the Surrey range.
Yeah.
Duncan.
Go on, shotgun style it. Go boom.
That's probably one of the coolest.
Fucking get
Get in there.
Cheers, brother. Well done, Mark.
Woohoo! That was a big one. £53 male fish. Absolute powerhouse unit. Fair play, Mark. That is one way to end the trip. It's been an absolute grueler. Probably used that word 5, 6, 7 too many times this week, but it has been really hard. Don't know if I mentioned John's also nicked one in the corner, so us three in this bottom end have all caught. So that's just Sean lost a couple the other day, and then middle water's been nothing. I just think they're not up for a feed. Like I said, I've used hardly any bite. Mark's caught that on a chod over a handful of bait. John caught his on a chod over no bait. So they're just really picky. I actually heard next week there's actually no one on. They're resting the lake. So yeah, I'm sure after that they'll get straight back on it, mop up all the old bait. But I've got to get a couple of videos done on some line and then tidy up this monstrosity. Definitely the worst part of the trip is tidying up. 2 rods are out, so they might, hopefully this one. I said they're only just around the corner down here, so yeah, tidy all this up and then head down to, we're going to go to a lake down in Dunkirk. Me and Oz checked it out last year. Go down there, fish the night, and because travelling back on a Friday on the tunnel, it's normally really busy. So I'm going to make sure I get there fairly early tomorrow morning. Tunnel's not until I think 1 o'clock, but you turn up early, there's a good chance I can get on an earlier crossing, or I'll just have to wait it out, which is not a bad thing. As long as I can get on at a good time, I'm not waiting around or delay or whatever. But yeah, it's been a good week. Been a tough week. Yeah, the carp really haven't played ball, but I'm really happy. Managed to nick a couple. Doing my own little thing. So moving down here was definitely the way to go, and it's paid off, which is nice. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that is fishing. That's why we go. Anyway, let's get these videos done quickly, packed up, and then I'll catch you at the lake with Florin and see if we can nab one more from France before I go home. Looking forward to getting home. Got a big cricket match Saturday, and as we all know, unfortunately England lost last night. Yeah, won't talk about that. Fair play to the boys, done well getting to the semis, but probably wasn't tactically the best decision. But that is football in the moment. If they'd hung out 1-0, then we would all be praising them, going mental, which, yeah, that's the way the world goes. But yeah, I won't be watching the football Sunday. I'll probably watch the final, but it's not England, so don't really care. Anyway, catch you on the road later on. Well, I'm just about to go home and stopped into short and swim. Get a size of that!
Nice PB at £42 from Lake Chantereine. Get up there!
What a boy. That is a sick fish. Buzzing, man. Proper cod. Yeah! Well done, mate.
Cheers, bro.
We're back. And look at this pit. It is looking amazing conditions. The fish are exactly where me and Florin thought they would be, on the wind. Big pit. 2 rods. Everything's hunkered down because it's mad. Bloody bow, bit of bait, 2 rods, 2 little pop-ups on lead core, heli stuff. There's a little bit low line weed, but nothing crazy. And now, gonna go make some food with Flo. Yeah, that is camp, looking sick. We'll update you, hopefully, when we get a fish. It looks pretty good for it. Catted out probably 20 baits around each pop-up. Yeah, sick pit. What you got there, buddy?
Just a proper jet black carp, deep gravel pit that we just had a social from. Been a lovely meeting after a year, and having this nice fish, some lovely food, and seeing Sam again. Proper
Good times.
Good times, yeah. Fishing.
And that was it. What a big pit this is. Proper nice lake. Unfortunately, nothing happened for me. Flo managed one during the night, about 2:30ish in the morning. We only got to sleep about at 1ish, and then up at 5:30 to do some photos for him because he had to go off to work and then drive back to Belgium. So he's had a proper mission of the night. So fair play to him. But yeah, we both woke up, and unfortunately the carp was spawning, albeit down in the shallows, and obviously not all the fish are going to be spawning, but yeah, leave them to it. The mirror Flo had on the mat was actually Milton, So there's obviously a male. So they're still feeling a bit active. So yeah, packed up obviously a little bit earlier than what I wanted. Say crossing's not until 1:30. So I was going to bounce into the local town, find a little bakery to end off the trip. Or if I can't find that, I'll just grab something at the tunnel. So I mean, there's quite a few fish down here last night, but at the same when me and Oz popped in last year, didn't have anything, and then in the morning had something, but obviously they're spawning, so leave them to it. But I hope you've enjoyed this little vloggy of Chantereine, a couple of public lakes. Didn't really happen on the public lakes this year, or the canals. Have got an amazing trip lined up in September with my old mate Gaffer. Oi, that was a big fish just showed there. That wasn't spawning. That was a good fish. Anyway, yeah, really good trip. All public lakes, and I can't wait. It's a proper road trip. We got about 8-9 days, I think. So yeah, buzzing for that. That'll probably be the next video or upload, unless I have a little trip in between. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Some lovely fish. Thank you to the guys over at Chantereine. Even bigger thank you to John and the boys at PB. Brad running around doing filming and all sorts. Fair play to you, mate. And well done to the lads who caught at Chantereine, and what a struggle it was for all of us. Hopefully the lads have caught there last night. So a few there last night and a few staying on tonight as well. So hopefully them boys can nab one before they've left, but I'll find out that after this video's ended most likely. So yeah, good to meet you all lads, and yeah, cheers for watching. See you on the next one.